My days scrolling down, my feet on the line, and all the fights all my friends are doing well. One's playing shows of thousands, one's traveling the world, while I'm wondering how far I fell. I'd like to ask the ghost of time, is it worth a second try? Will I rise above the clouds? Just get lost within the skies. Well, comparison and prediction will only tie me to the ground. So we'll try to stop from sinking further down. Conversations with myself can get so out of hand. but I think I'm getting closer to the truth. That everything that's wrong, that's the plan to make it change. And all it's you. Why life fast the motion I wrestle with this morning, but it washed me in its tide. It seems that my resistance to the flow just slows me down. So I'll go the way it wants me to for now.
절전 모드가 취소되었습니다.